Hello, 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 Facebook. This is your girl, Camille Sheppard-Parrish, the Healthy Love Coach. And I am here to do challenge for day number 5. We're on the last day of the Master Your Modern Love Challenge. Now, I know a lot of women have been wondering, why did I skip a couple of days in between the challenge? If you stay tuned for just a moment, you're going to see exactly why I skipped a day or two between the challenge. It's going to be super juicy. So let me just share. I need to share this back into my group. And I need to share it to my page, and then we're going to get started. I hope everyone has had a fabulous weekend. Just let me know what you did for the weekend. Tell me if you did something juicy, or tell me where you're checking in from. Say something so I know you're out there. So let me just share this. I'm just sharing for a moment, and then we're going to get started. And hopefully a few more folks are going to be on. Share the video if you feel so inclined to do so. It's going to be pretty juicy. And I know a couple of my women, which I'm so proud of them, have been asking me what happened to the last day of the challenge. And I want to tell you why I did the challenge this way. Hold on. Let's see if I could get this to share across. Let's see if this will share. It's not letting me share. Let's see if I do it this way. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why it's not allowing me to share. Anyhow, we are going to get started because I don't know why this is not sharing. Facebook is always changing something. And we're just going to work it out. Let's see if I can try to share this one more time. Otherwise, we're going to just get started. All right. It's not letting me share my page. That's okay. I'll go back and post the video later. But I want to welcome you to the last day of our Master Your Modern Love Challenge. This is going to be so juicy. Thank you, Charles, for checking in. Hey, Gregory, it's already done. Join. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Milford, thank you for joining. Hey, Deb, I appreciate everyone who is checking in. Let me know where you're checking in from. I would love to give you a shout out. Share the video. For some reason, I can't share it on my page. I think I understand why, because it's private. Now let me go back and share. Facebook is always changing stuff. Always changing stuff. They need to send a morning tip sheet out every day, every time they change stuff. All right, let's try to share this one more time. I'm going to share in my group. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I think it's going to let me share now. I think it was private, which is why I couldn't share it. And I think we got it now. All right. It says successfully share. Who knew? Well, I want to welcome everyone to day number 5 of our Master Your Modern Love Challenge. So during this challenge, I have been focusing on femininity primarily every day of this challenge. And each day, I gave you one additional item to help you really break through your masculine energy, learn how to balance it a little bit more, and activate your feminine energy. So I'm going to continue on that path today. So just let me know as you check in. Let me know where you're checking in from, what city or state, what country you're checking in from, because we have women all around the world. I love to just give you a shout out. I want to thank everyone for all their well wishes. It's amazing being 50. I don't feel any different. I still feel amazing, but I really appreciate all the love that everyone has shown to me. So thank you for that. So let's get on with challenge for day number 5. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, everyone who is joining me for this challenge for day number 5. I am so proud of the women who actually sent me an email sent me an inbox, called me up, reached out to me and let me know that I was missing day number 5. They were scratching their head. They said, did the challenge go to my spam? Did I forget about it? Was I blocked from the challenge? They were so confused as to why they didn't get challenged for day number 5. But let me tell you exactly why. When you hear what day number 5 is all about, it'll all come together. And I like teaching object lessons. I think that we learn best when we experience things in life. And when we have a real life experience, it helps us to retain and remember the information a whole lot better. Thank you so much. So I'm just reading some messages. Sylvia said, you look fabulous. Welcome to the 50 Club. I know 50 mil is my hashtag all year. 50 Camille. Okay, 50 mil. So I figure if Cynthia from the Housewives can be 50 Cent, I could be 50 mil, right? So that's where I am this year. That's my hashtag. So here we go. We are going to be talking about how powerful a woman's intuition is, right? And I think we as women, we sometimes underestimate the power of our intuition. We doubt ourselves because of maybe our past experience, maybe because we really want a different outcome. And so we don't always follow our intuition. But let me tell you something, ladies. Your intuition is super powerful. Some people think it's a little woo-woo or weird, but let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. A woman's intuition is that feeling, that prevailing thought that we feel, that thing that we feel, that nudging that we feel inside of our gut, inside of our belly, in our mind, that really tells us that something is not right, even before you have any outward signs. Sometimes you do have signs and your intuition is dead on, right? So it's that force that especially women, we as women, we have been gifted to have, and it helps us to really catch things before we have confirmation that the situation is a reality, right? So that's what our intuition is all about. So ladies, never underestimate the power of your intuition, right? Because it's super strong, it's super powerful, and it can really help you, get out of the path of danger. It can help you to get out of a toxic relationship a lot faster. It can help you discern if the man that you're in a relationship with is a good, healthy, vibrant, rich man, someone who is marriage-minded and marriage material, or it can give you warnings like, this is not good for you, right? If you see a bright red flashing light constantly telling you that something is wrong, something doesn't feel right, I've been down this path before and it's not going to work, wake up, stay woke, and pay attention to it. Right? And that's what I wanted you to get out of today's challenge, is that ability to pay attention to your intuition. No, you weren't crazy. The challenge was still going on. No, yes, I didn't do day number 5, right? Some of you said, what happened, right? Nope, you needed to trust your inner guidance system, which is your intuition. And two, the second reason why I did the challenge the way I did is because I wanted to introduce some of you to a new term. But first, I wanted you to really start to trust your intuition and pay attention when things doesn't feel right. And the other lesson I wanted to give you, so there are a couple of lessons here, so you might want to take out your pen and paper. The other lesson I wanted you to teach is pay attention to not only what people say, but pay attention to what they're doing, right? So you don't want to just listen to what they say. You want to pay attention to their actions. I often tell women in my community, when you're dealing with a man, a situation, a new job, life, whatever, friends, you want to pay attention to them and watch them like it's a silent movie. So you want to close your ears and pay attention to whether or not their actions are aligned with their words. In other words, are they walking their talk, or are they just, playing games and full of lies, right? So I want you to pay attention to that. I want to introduce you to a word that some of you may be familiar with and some of you may not be familiar with. And it's this term called breadcrumbing and ghosting, right? So that's 2 terms actually, right? And so a lot of times when we get into relationships, men do this thing that's called breadcrumbing, right? It's like, think of it like stringing you along. They give you just enough to keep you interested. They say just enough to keep you coming back. and keep you curious and keep you engaged and to let you know, hey, I'm interested in you. I might not commit to you. I might not want to make you my wife. I might not want to build a future with you, but I'm interested in you. So as they pay attention to your words and they say just enough to keep you engaged with them so that when they do feel like they're lonely or they got a dry spell, they can come and holler at you. Right? That's called breadcrumbing, right? And then the other thing is ghosting, right? So have you ever been on a few dates, 1, 2, 3, 4 dates, been going out with a guy for a couple of months, right? And then all of a sudden he just drops off of the face of the earth. This happens a lot around holidays, around Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day. That's when a lot of guys really get heavy into ghosting. They just drop off the face of the earth. You don't know what happened to them. You're like trying to watch the news to see if there's an accident. You're checking out social media to see if they're on social media. You're trying to figure out what happened. And because they just disappear, right? You're texting their phone, you're calling them up, no answer, crickets, right? You're sitting by your phone, looking at it, waiting for it to ring. Nothing happens, right? Because you have been ghosted. Most men, ladies, just simply don't like closure. So they're not going to call you up. And the other thing is that they don't like to hurt your feelings. So they're not going to call you up and say, hey, I'm not really feeling this relationship. I think we should end it. I really didn't dig your vibe and all of that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to say, well, I thought you were too masculine or you were intimidating or, something else was going wrong. They're just not going to do that. They're just going to disappear and ghost you, right? And if he might be the slightly bit interested in you, he might breadcrumb you, just keep you around for whenever he wants to holler at you and hang with you, right? So what did we learn today in this challenge? 1, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if something ain't right, it's not right. Don't try to force it to be right. You cannot put a square peg into a round hole, no matter how hard you try. Now, you can try to shove a round peg into a square hole, right? With a little bit of effort and energy. It's going to struggle. It's not going to fit right, but you can put it in there. But the key is, ladies, I want you to pay attention to when things are just not right, when something is wrong, when you're being breadcrumbed, when you're being given excuses. Pay attention. And I want you to look at your own behavior, because a lot of times we attract these type of men who are commitment phobes, who don't want to commit to you in a relationship, who are not marriage minded, who don't want to build a future with you, who are not available, who may have a wife and a family on the other side of the street sometimes, or on the other side of the world. Who knows, right? But these men are not committing to you because you're not available, ladies. And so I want you to learn how to examine whether or not you're available, whether or not you're trusting your intuition, whether or not a guy is breadcrumbing you or not, or whether or not he flat out ghosts you. And don't make excuses, because he's going to come back and say, oh, my grandmama was sick. I had to work overtime. I was tired. I lost my phone. It fell in the water, or something happened. My car got stolen. He's going to come back and give you, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. He's going to come back and give you some kind of excuses, lady. But what you want to start examining is, why did you fall for the excuses in the first place? Why didn't you trust your intuition? Why didn't you pay attention to the lesson? Because I trust you, ladies. If you don't pay attention to the lesson when it first happens, the lesson will repeat and repeat and repeat. No matter how many guys you're dating, no matter what their names are, you're going to continue to get the same lesson from the same unavailable men over and over and over again until you get the lesson. So trust your intuition and stay woke. That's today's challenge, ladies. So I hope you have enjoyed this 5-day Master Your Modern Love challenge. I wanted to do this challenge because relationships have changed. This is not your mother's date. This ain't your grandmother's date. This ain't even your big sister's date. The world has changed. Dating has changed. And so how do you master modern love? This is partly what I'm teaching. This is really all that I'm teaching in my new 9-month Master Your Modern Love program. So in this program, I'm going through 9 different modules that are going to help you, 1, identify why you're still single, 2, help you shift into your masculine energy. 3, help build your confidence and learn how to have conversation and relations with men and recognize whether or not a man is marriage-minded and you're Mr. Right from the outset, and learn how to really shift your energy so that you can attract the love that you truly deserve. And not just attract him, ladies. I'm going to show you how to really keep the man who wants you, right? Keep him engaged, keep him intimately involved in the relationship. I'm going to be showing you how to do that in my new 9-month program. In this program, we kick off with our orientation, begins on March 27th. And so I'm hoping that many of you will join me. We've dropped the price because we kind of took 50% off in honor of me turning 50. So that's a treat, and that's only going to be happening for 48 more hours for those who are interested in joining. So I want you to join the class. If you want to attract the love that you deserve, and if you want to be in a relationship like some of the women, I hope you've been enjoying some of the posts that I've been sharing. We've had a couple of women get engaged just in the past, this month. I think we had 2 women get engaged. And if you want to attract the love that you deserve, if you want to go from single to committed with a marriage-minded man in 9 months or less, I'm going to tell you, ladies, this is the hottest program in the coaching game for love and relationship education. There is no other program like that because, first of all, this is the only live program in the game. I give you 3 live group coaching sessions where I come on just like this inside of our private classroom, and I teach for about an hour. And then after that, ladies, you get an opportunity to do a live Q&A where you can ask me anything you want. You've paid for the class, you're in the class. I will answer any question you want me to answer. And then in addition to that, ladies, you also get one-on-one coaching with me. So you get 2 private one-on-one sessions with me each month where we really tackle what's going on with you personally. We look at the shifts that you need to make. I walk you and hold your hand through your dating process. I really help you to get online or get out in the real world and date a guy and really understand how to communicate, how to really show up as a woman who's not just an option, but a woman that he's going to see as his only option, as his priority, as the one for him. So that's what I'm teaching in the class, ladies. It's going to be a hot new program. Of course, many of the women that are join my program end up going to the retreat, which ends up being fabulous, just wrap up to your program. So I'm looking forward to joining those new women who are going to be joining this program this year. I know a lot of you were on the waiting list last year, and yes, there's always a waiting list. So I hope that you can get in. We only have a few more spots. If you want one of those spots, just go ahead and snag it. I opened up 5 spots today. That's probably going to be it. And so if you do want one of those spots, go ahead and click on the link and register, or you can inbox me, or you can shoot me an email, click on the link and connect with my calendar so that we can make sure before you register, if you need to, whether or not this program will help you. If you feel like your situation is special and unique, I can tell you most women aren't. I'm able to help 99% of the women that come to me. There is only one woman that I really felt that she didn't need this type of help, and I let her know that. So I will let you know that. So ladies, I'm so excited. I have a master class that I'm going to be teaching tonight. It's mostly going to be Q&A. So if you want to join that, just hit me up. You should already have the link for that. If not, I'll post it up a little bit later. We're going to be starting at 8 o'clock. That's going to be a private class that I'm going to be offering. So if you're interested, just post on my page or inbox me, and I'll post the link up so that you can join me. Okay, ladies, I wish you love. I hope that you really enjoyed this challenge. It was a pleasure and an honor to bring it to you all. I wish you love, and I'll see you next time. This is your girl, Camille Sheppard-Parrish, the Healthy Love Coach. Bye. Take care.